Lindsay, thank you. One of the first schools we heard from this morning making a decision on changing their day was Independence Schools. Superintendent of Independence Schools, Dr. Dale Herl, on the phone with us this morning. Dr. Herl, thank you for your time. We know that you do not make decisions like this lightly, but we were just talking about that this morning of how schools have to go through this. When if you look outside your window, you may not even realize anything's wrong. But if you try to drive anywhere, as we've detailed all throughout the morning, it's a massive, massive problem. How was this decision made this morning?
This one honestly was a very tough decision this morning. Was not expecting it to come in quite like this. So I did get out and drive, and the roads honestly were good. Independence had done a good job of salting our main roads, but the closer it got to about 5 o'clock, as I would get out at schools and walk on the sidewalks, it started getting slick. And about the time I called school off, it was actually getting very slick, even on some of the non-main roadways. So it's better to be safe than sorry when you have kids driving to school and you have our staff, some of them which drive quite a distance to come to work.
And Dr. Herl, I'm a parent of a junior high student and an a pair of elementary school students that none of them drive yet, but I think, it's dependent on what level of parenting you're in when you don't think about maybe you've got a 17-year-old that's driving. You may not, but someone else may not want their teenager out there driving. That's an excellent point. But at least a couple of other schools have said, you know what, let's just delay for a couple of hours today. Was that ever an option for Independence?
We do not do any late starts. We have a 3-tier busing system, so our last tier starts at about 9:30. So that would push the start of school back all the way to 11:30. So we have not done late starts because of that, because it's really quite an inconvenience for our parents.
And last question before we let you go, Dr. Herl, there's a situation, obviously, that schools have to keep a track of how many virtual days they can have in the state of Missouri. Just kind of run us through your thought process on closed altogether versus virtual and how you have to make that call.
In the Independent School District, we do not do virtual days.
Okay.
So we very much value in-person instruction. So any day that we are out, we do make those days up.
It's just a reminder of just how many variables are at play for so many school districts all across the Kansas City viewing area. We've seen all of those being chosen to one extent or another this morning. Dr. Dale Herl on the phone with us this morning from Independence. Dr. Herl, thank you for your time. We appreciate it and the insight there into how that decision was made. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Herl.
Thank you. Have a great day.